Hey guys, this is Rob here today. Today I just want to review a box mod that I've been working on right now. I did post some pictures on my Facebook group, so if you're a member of my Facebook group, you've probably seen this box mod. So basically, I'm trying to get a box mod that is fully mechanical with no wires. Right now I do have it down to excuse me. I do have it down to just one wire, and that is the negative side of the battery that I do have running through the switch. Now, as you can tell, this isn't a see-through box. You can see the batteries through there. I do have the CLT RDA on there, and once again, I'm trying to get a fully mechanical mod. I'm still working on it. It's work in progress, and I did use a Qiyoo 510 connector top cap to make this fully mechanical, but I am going to use some like Fat Daddy 510 connectors on top, and we'll just have like a little copper rod going through it, and just a little short stubby, so it'll touch the copper bus bars, because this is made with copper bus bars, and basically it'll come down and touch the copper bus bar. So it's just going to be like a little maybe a 5 millimeter little rod or whatever coming out of the 510 connector, just to make connection with the copper bus bar. And this baby hits real hard right here. Tons of vapor production. Now, let's dive on down the table and we'll take a look at this thing and see how I did this. So alright guys, here it is. Here's the box mod up and close right here. As you can tell, this is a blue see-through plastic box here. This is like a high temp box. I did get this from a electronic shop down here close to where I live down here, and I did get some of the stuff that like this push button right here and this box I did get from the shop down here, and I did get these little magnets right here. So once again, basically, let's take this RDA here off. Take the CLT off. Now here you go. As you can see, I do have a Qiyoo 510 cap on this right there, so I can get the flush look of the RDA. Now this one here is adjustable 510, because just like your Qiyoo Qiyoo tops, they are adjustable for battery rattle and for your RDAs, so you can adjust this. All your RDAs can sit flush on this. That's the reason why I use the Qiyoo. But once again, I will be getting some Fat Daddy spring-loaded 510 connectors, so we can still get everything to sit flush and still look nice. So yeah, that is a blue see-through plastic high temp box here, and I do have the chrome plated switch here, which this switch here is not a high amp switch, so basically you can only go down to, on my Facebook page I did go down to a 0.2 sub ohm build with this, but I don't recommend going any lower than a 0.5 ohms sub ohm build on this. So I wouldn't go any lower than 0.5, and that's what I got in the CLT right now, is a 0.5 sub ohm build, so I don't ruin out the switch, because basically 0.5 at 3.88 or 3.9, I'm pushing about 7.4 amps, and the switch is able to carry up to, I think it's 8 amps or something like that momentary, so I wouldn't be pushing it any more than that. So yeah, here I got the magnets. I did epoxy the magnets in there so the door does stay open. I don't have to use screws all the time. And there you go. There it is right there. Now I do got these batteries in there. I do have to tap them to get them out so they don't just slide everywhere all around them. I did use the screws that come with the box to use for the magnets, so the magnets had something to magnetize to. Alright, and as you can tell, that is full copper bus bars, and I do make my own copper bus bars out of some scrap material, and that's full copper. The bottom is also full copper, and I do have these copper spring clips here for the batteries, so it keeps pressure up on the top copper bus bar to keep the batteries in place. And as you can tell, I did use the neutral side, the negative side of the battery, which is going through the switch. But with DC circuits, you got to think about it. It's all continuous. What you're pushing through here, 30 amps or 8 amps or 7.4 in my case, I'm also getting 7.4 amps through the neutral. So no matter how I do this with the positive or the negative, you got to make sure your switch is capable of that. So what I'm wanting to work on is I'm going to get some copper spring copper plate, and I'm going to come up here with the copper bus bar right here, and I'm going to come over here with a copper bus bar also, have an open contact, and then I'm going to use a insulated a little insulated push button without any of these contacts in there, and I will have a copper spring clip right there, and basically I'll just make contact by pushing the spring clip into the other part of the bus bar. Alright, so that's how I'm going to get the fully mechanical without using a switch. I also do have some 60 amp switches also coming, so I can make this with this type of push button also. So I will make a couple with this style of button also. It's just going to be a little bit bigger of a button, but it is rated for 60 amps, so you'll be able to go down to point some real good sub ohms with that. Even with that 60 amp switch, you'll be able to go down to like 0.07, 0.06. That's pretty low on sub ohms. So yeah, basically this box has slits in it right here, as you can see. It does have these little slits here, and that's how I got the copper bus bars to go in. They just slide right into the slits right there, and they don't come out. They're in there nice and solid. And as you can tell, the Qi, so I do have to get pliers in there with this one right here, so I can get this adjusted. So I basically put the RDA on, I take a little pair of pliers and adjust the top one to meet up with the RDA, and then I adjust the bottom battery rattle one just to touch the copper bus bar. Now once again, that's just the way I made this one to try to make it fully mechanical. But I will make them out of 510 connector from Fat Daddy's, and just have a little bar coming out which touches the copper bus bar also. Just a little rod style, which I will solder into the 510 connection, and it'll come down, and then I will solder it to the copper bus bar right there for connection, and then it'll be spring loaded, so all your addies should sit flush. Alright, so I also do have a battery venting down here. I drilled 3 holes in the bottom here for battery venting. So this will take button tops or flat tops like your VTC5s. You got to make sure at least VTC5s, because the tops actually stick out a little bit, so that's how you make connection. You can run this with 1 battery, or you can run this with 2 batteries. And the reason for parallel is so you can separate your amperage load, so you can go a lot lower on your sub ohms, plus it will last a lot longer because you're not really pushing that much amperage through one single battery. So it will save on your battery life, plus keep you safe. As you can tell, 1 battery, it's hitting, then I can put 2 batteries in, and then it hits even harder. So this does hit pretty hard right here. Alright, I'm coming in like at a 0.5. I'm coming in somewhere like a 0.15 voltage drop or something like that. It's almost minute. So let's go ahead and, as you can tell, let's go ahead and fire this. As you can tell, this thing is producing. Look at that. And that's just a 0.5 ohm build right there. So let's get a little bit more. I'm using this Uncle Al's elixirs. I don't know if you've ever tried Uncle Al's elixirs, but I just tried this. This is strawberry milk, and I tried some blueberry cheesecake and some cinnamon toast crunch. This shit is fucking good, and it's cheap. It's only $5 for this 30 mil right here. I liked it so much that I actually bought, they'd have 120 mil bottles also. They're on Facebook and stuff like that. You can check them out on Facebook if you wanted to. $5 for 30 mil, $14 for 120 mil. I already went ahead and ordered 4 bottles of one of blueberry cheesecake, one of strawberry milk, but I got the Mike's one, which is strawberry milk custard. And then I also ordered some couple other ones. This is good shit. Now they make it right to order. You get all different nicotines and everything. So you do have to let it steep. It's got to have a little bit of steeping time. So here we go, a little bit more on there. Look at that. This thing just fucking produces. It just shoots the vapor out of that thing. So yeah, let's bring this back on up at the table, vape on a little bit more, and talk a little bit more. But that's what it looks like. See, the Addy sits nice and flush. Hell yeah, this baby hits hard. And once again, like I say, you can only go down to a 0.5 sub ohm with this. I did go down to a 0.2 sub ohm, but the switch really isn't rated for 20 amps or 19.4 amps by Ohm's law. 0.2 at 3.88, because I did that with the voltage drop, which the voltage drop is like a 0.22 with the copper bus bars and everything, and a 0.2 sub ohm build. So you got to subtract that, which comes out to about 19.4 amps, and the switch ain't rated for that. So you do have to go to at least no lower than a 0.5. So just, if you're going to do this stuff, make sure your push button is rated for the amperage that you're putting in, because in a DC circuit, the amperage that comes out the positive, it's got to come back through the negative. It's just one complete circuit. So if you're putting out, if you got a 0.1 build here and you're putting out 30 amps or whatever it is, I haven't checked that, I haven't calculated that, but just say it's 30 amps, you're going to get 30 amps going through that switch. If your switch can't handle it, you're going to burn the switch out. It ain't going to last long. Alright, you're going to either burn the seal the contacts together, it's going to fire all the time, or you're just going to break the contacts inside the switch. They're just going to burn up. Alright, so just make sure you're building a box mod. If you're wanting to build one, make sure you get the right amp switch. They do have 60 amp push buttons with the dome push buttons. They do have those. I recommend getting something like that, one of those, if you're going to do it that way. But once again, I'm going to try to make this fully mechanical. And I'm going to maybe do like I'm thinking about going ahead and building some for people, because I have been getting a lot better at building these. So if you think you would be interested in even something like this, if you was looking for a Qi, just let me know. If you'd rather have the if I did decide to build these, if you'd rather have the Fat Daddy 510 connector with the spring loaded top, or would you like the Qi where you actually have to sit there and manually turn the adjustments. I mean, to me, like I say, full mechanical mod is wireless mod, in my opinion. If you got wires, it's just semi-mechanical. It's not 100% mechanical. And I'm trying to get 100% mechanical. Like, I don't know. I know mine ain't going to look as fancy as like the Kato and stuff like that, but they are fully mechanical. And there's another one that's fully mechanical, but the way to get that, for what I've seen, is the push buttons on top. And I don't like that, because when I'm dry burning or I want to see something, it's going to pop the hot ass e-liquid all over my fucking finger. And I don't like that. So I want to try to figure out how I can get it with the button on the side. So yeah, if you guys think that you'd be interested in something like this, I think I can get this in 3 colors. Maybe I think a blue, maybe a red, and a clear. Maybe get a see-through black one. I'm not really 100% for sure. I got to go to the shop again. I'm probably going to do that today and check it out once again, see what they got. But maybe 3 colors, maybe 4 if I'm lucky. But yeah. If you think you might be interested in one of these, I'm thinking about going ahead and building them for people that are looking for one, and selling them. Like I say, these will be solid copper bus bars. If you like just this one the way it is right here with the Qi top cap where you can adjust yourself, these I can make pretty pretty quick here. But if you like to wait for the Fat Daddy 510s, I still got to play around with them. I haven't got them in yet. I'm gonna play around with them and see how I can make that. But yeah, just leave a comment down below in the comment section, and let me know if you think that you'd be interested in getting one of these, because I'm thinking about building them and selling them. And let me know what you think. So all right, guys, till next time.